Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Morgan. So today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up video. You can see the TV. Let me turn her off. Okay, so this month I read 6 books, and guys, please subscribe to my channel because I swear to God, making book content is making me read so much more. It's making me fall in love with books so much more. Last year I had never previously read 6 books in a month, so I am just like doing crazy things. Okay, I'm doing crazy things. So what's funny about the books I read this month is I only read 1 book physically, and that was the first book of the month, which was The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I actually bought this book at Costco. I was just looking around and I saw it and I was like, this cover is gorgeous. I absolutely hate that green cover. I think it's actually hideous. I don't know if that's like a hot take, but I actually hate the way all of the Hunger Games books look. I really hate that. I think they're all ugly. I think they all should have new things because this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So I read this book. It was the first book of the month. I did end up giving it 4 stars, and weirdly enough, I still have not seen this damn movie. Like, I still have not watched this movie, which is really, really annoying. But I want to. That's the plan. I gave it 4 stars. I think it could have been better. I am very, what's the word? Is cynical the word? I don't know if cynical is the word. But when I read books that are like deep and like that are depressing, I expect it to go deeper and more depressing. So like a part of me, spoiler alerts, a part of me wanted old girl to die. Like, I kind of wanted Lucy to die, and not even like the way she disappeared. I wanted her to die like by the hands of Cornelius. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of wanted Lucy to stay like this perfect innocent person, and for Cornelius to just fucking snap and just fucking, I don't know, offer. I don't know. I was just kind of waiting for that. Didn't happen. I kind of feel like this book dragged on. Like, I didn't watch the trailer of this movie. I didn't read the back of this book. I had no idea what this book was going to give me. So it was like very interesting. But yeah, it was what it was. I had 4 stars, you know what I mean? I enjoyed it enough to give it 4 stars. So the next book that I read this month was Lessons in Chemistry, and I read that book. I read all of the following books on my Kindle. If you guys have not seen my Kindle videos, please go check them out. I'm obsessed with her. So I read Lessons in Chemistry on my Kindle. This book, guys, FYI, I hate rom-coms. I don't read like chick lit, that's what it's called. Like, I don't read like rom-com books. I don't watch those kind of movies. And so whenever I try to read romances, I always look for like drama romance. Those are the kind of romance I like. And so I put this book off because I didn't think I thought this was rom-com. But I started reading it and I was like, wait, is it rom-com? I don't know, the title, like the book, just looked rom-com. I just gave off rom-com vibes. But as soon as I picked it up, I was absolutely obsessed with this book, guys. I was obsessed. Also, on Goodreads, I gave this a 4 stars, but in my like review, I gave it a 4.5. I wish Goodreads would come up with an update that would allow half stars, because I feel like that is me so many times where I'm like, it's not a 5, but it's not a 4. It's a 4.5. Why can't you include that in Goodreads, guys? Update your website, please. So, obsessed with this book, obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with Elizabeth. I love her. All the shit she's been through. Also, spoiler alerts, I did not expect her man to not make it, okay? I was crying. I was like, wait, what is this book about if it's not about their love? What's happening? So that took me out. That depressed me. But 4.5, loved her. And also, that was the debut book by Bonnie. Girl, pop off. Next book, The Art of Racing in the Rain, also on my Kindle. I randomly picked this book up. I was like giving recommendations to my friend who doesn't read a lot, but I wanted her to get back into reading. So I was like, hey, I think you'll like these books. And she read Lessons in Chemistry with me. She loved it. I loved it. I also gave her this book to read, but she doesn't want to read dog books because she loves dogs. So she'd just be in a puddle of tears. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll read it. Guys, this fucking book was like the best book of the month. I truly think I gave it 5 stars, just to let you guys know. This book is absolutely heart-wrenching. The writing is gorgeous. Guys, first chapter, chapter 1, my nose was getting tingly. Like I wanted to cry. Like it was like the writing was that deep and it was that beautiful and that transcending. Like I don't even know how else to put it. If y'all can handle a dog book, please read this. I am not a dog person. I'm not an animal person. So I have no problem picking this up. I guess my only problem was that I didn't think I'd care because I'm not a dog person, but I did care. I cared a lot. It was amazing. Oh. Okay, next book I read was I Who Have Never Known Men, also on the Kindle. And I picked this book up because it was super, super short. It was on my Goodreads TBR. It had been up there for a couple months. It was a super short book. And I had been seeing it around, you know, Bookstagram and BookTube. I've been seeing it around. So I picked it up. This was the only book of the month I didn't enjoy. So, sorry, not sorry. I'm just not into whatever you would categorize this as. I don't even know. Like, it was just not good. I just don't enjoy those kind of books. Or like weird, or like the plot is just, why did you write this book? Like, I'm not really sure what the main idea was or what the plot or the theme. Sorry. I'm trying to like go back into my like English class days. I couldn't tell you what the main idea or the theme or like the point. I can't tell you the point of this book. Sorry, not sorry. But thankfully I finished it because it was so short. But like I said, I don't really get it. It didn't move me in any way. It was just kind of tough. And also the fact that we don't have an answer, what the fuck she was doing. What? You're telling me, where were they? Were they not on Earth? What the fuck? I need answers. And I'm upset that I'll never know. I'm upset. Okay, so the next book I read was In the Likely Event on the Kindle. I picked this book up because I had found this new bookstore in Raleigh and they have book clubs there. One of the books they were doing was In the Likely Event, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll read it. Like I said, I don't read romance often, but if I do, it will be like a drama romance. It'll be like, you know, crazy stuff is going on in this romance. And so I was like, fine, I'll pick it up. And so I started reading it, and you guys watch my reading vlog of that book. It's chaotic, but I love it. Yeah, the first chapter I was nervous because I hate multiple point of views. I despise that. And I also hate multiple timelines, and it gave me both. So I was very nervous that it was going to be a hard DNF, but it wasn't, guys. It was like chapter 2, I was sold on it. I was like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So I was loving this so much. I gave this 5 stars. I gave this 5 stars, guys. I was crying, like I was crying. It was so depressing and so beautiful and so sad, and it was just amazing. I know Rebecca Yarros also wrote Fourth Wing. I've not read that, and I probably won't because romantasy is just not my genre. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when I think of romantasy, in my brain goes directly to like YA romance with fantasy. Is that like what that means? Because I'm more of an adult fantasy girl. I don't love reading YA fantasy or YA in general. I just find it a little too cliche and a little too, it's just not deep enough for me. Like, I want to be broken, okay? I want you to break my soul and my heart. So I don't like reading books about YA, specifically books in school settings or like any kind of school at all, college, high school. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of it. Don't give it to me. Okay. Last book I read this month was The Housemaid. Guys, this book was so interesting because I had told my mom, hey, I want to read, you know, one more book this month. So it'll either be The Housemaid or Yellow Wife. I gave her 2 choices. And so she read both synopses, and I let her know, like, hey, I don't read a lot of historical fiction or thrillers. If you guys did not know, check out my YouTube short that I made. I don't read thrillers, like, ever. I could probably count on one hand how many thrillers I've read in my entire life. And before The Housemaid, I had never given a thriller higher than a 3 stars. Because before The Housemaid, I had never enjoyed a thriller in my entire life. In my entire life, I'd never enjoyed a thriller book. Like, they were all face value, they were all stupid, they were all like boring. This, y'all, this was like doing something for my soul, okay? Like, as soon as we got into part 2, it was popping off. I was just like, oh my God, what is happening? I was obsessed. I gave it a 4 stars on Goodreads, but like in my review, I made sure to put 4.5 because it really did that for me. Now this is the ending was chaotic. Like the very last couple, the epilogue, guys, the epilogue. Because in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a book series. So I was like, this epilogue is about to hit, and it did. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be her life. So I was into it. What's his name? Andrew? Fuck Andrew. Right? I said what I said, and I'm obsessed with this book, and I will be picking up the next one. I don't know when, probably March, because I already did my February TBR random number generator game. Check that out. Yeah, guys, so that's all the books that I read this month. Ooh, one tidbit that I did want to point out was the fact that Housemaids, I started this book, today is the 2nd of February, and I started this book, I want to say about 5 days ago. I actually finished it yesterday. So I finished it Feb 1, but I was like, come on, this should count. So yeah, in my brain, I finished it in January. So anyways, you guys should follow me on Goodreads and on my Bookstagram account. They'll all be down below. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I had such a fun reading month. I am obsessed with literally all these books except I Who Have Never Known Men. They were all amazing, and I can't wait to get into my February reads. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.